Yo me llamo Elena S. López.
¿Y cuántos años tienes, Elena?
78.
78. ¿Y cuánto hace que vives aquí?
Estoy desde el 1953. 1953.
¿Cuánto duró para pagar la casa y todo?
Pues no puedo yo acordarme, no me acuerdo yo.
Pero trabajaste mucho, ¿no? Era como...
Sí, porque primero la pagó mi esposo cuando él trabajaba. Y cuando ya se enfermó el 68 o el 65, no me acuerdo, entonces él ya no pudo pagarla. Entonces él me dijo a mí, tú vas a trabajar y vas a pagarla. Y yo la terminé de pagar.
It went from Planning Commission to City Council, and on June 7th, they had adjusted things. We felt almost betrayed in a way by the Hispanic council member who kind of ran on the platform of protecting neighborhoods and the environment, and he, similar to the Planning Commissioner chair, he went off and negotiated on his own with the developer and came back to us and said, well, you know, I've gotten you some more residential on the tract, but it's 70 feet tall. And that's right next to the Lopez house.
We had a developer come in from California, started knocking on doors, asking to want to purchase land. And being that some of the people were, you know, below income level, they started looking at perhaps they could go ahead and sell their property and move on to bigger and better things. And so that's what they did. And sadly, each home that was sold around here, and I can remember maybe for sure about 5 specific homes that were the last lingering homes on this specific block, sold for about $125,000. And after those people left, within 2 to 3 years, they came back visiting my mom and saying that they had really made a wrong decision in selling.
A mí me dicen, esta casa es muy vieja. Sí es vieja, sí es verdad. Yo no digo que no. Yo he hecho muchas reparaciones aquí. He gastado mucho dinero. No tenía puertas de fierro, no, yo se las puse. De mi cheque nomás. De cada mes y cada mes. Y todavía no puedo acabar todavía.
The type of zoning that they used to create this, you know, office tower complex is called a neighborhood conservation combining district. In the very words, I mean, it's a neighborhood conservation combining district. It's meant to preserve and protect, are the very words they're used, older residential neighborhoods. And to, I'm quoting the ordinance exactly, and to enhance the desirability of living in residential neighborhoods. You know, how do you put 70-foot condos around a single-family home that's historic by all accounts, and 200-foot office towers across, you know, within 100 feet of old single-family homes, and say that you're enhancing the desirability of living in that neighborhood? I mean, it makes no sense.
No No, no la vendo. No la vendo. No.
Más importante la casa, ¿no?
Sí, no la vendo yo.
City council member says, well, we've still got this hole in the donut here in the middle. What are you going to do about it? And the developer said, oh, we're confident that we'll work something out with the Lopez family.
There was a time when there were threatening phone calls to the family, to me. They kept sending letters to my mom and saying, Miss Lopez, we're looking out for the best interest of you and your family. We know you live alone. There's been a murder committed. You know, we heard about it this weekend, and we just want to let you know that, you know, we are thinking of your safety, and we want to get you out of that threatening situation, and we're willing to buy your property, and if you want your house moved, we can move it, relocate it to a vacant lot that perhaps you choose. We can assign a real estate agent to find you a piece of property wherever you choose, whatever part of town.
No, no, no quiero yo salirme de aquí. Porque cuando uno va a otra parte va a sufrir. Se están viendo en los apartamentos unas cosas horribles. Los están quemando, están haciendo averías. Y no quiero yo que me saquen de esta casa. Quiero morir aquí.
Ben Cifuentes tells a good story about how when he was moved over here, his father was one of the people that literally carried the bell from the church up onto this hill for the new church. And he remembers, and he lives like a block away from where he lived back then in the 1920s. And he remembers his father looking off of that hill at the downtown and saying, well, now that they put us up here, maybe they'll just leave us alone. And he says, you know, why don't you all just leave us alone? We've got our community. It's a great community. It's strong. It's wonderful in many ways. If you could just let us develop it, let us keep it, you know, then things would be just fine.
Our family has always instilled in us that this is our home, and we would like more than ever as a neighborhood to see them replaced with houses, because that's what made the neighborhood before. That's what was part of the neighborhood, and you know, we're hoping that that dream will come true for us.
Mm-hmm.